Okay, so here's our lesson, Powers and Exponents. It's section 1.2 in your textbook. A power is the result of a repeated multiplication of the same factor. For example, the number 216 is a power because 216 equals 6 times 6 times 6. A power can be written in a form that has two parts, a number called the base and a number called the exponent. So this entire expression here is known as a power. The exponent shows the number of times the base is being used as a factor. Okay, so we have an exponent of 3. That means that we're multiplying the base times itself 3 times. So let's go ahead and look at our first example. We're going to be using exponents. We want to write the product using an exponent. So using exponential notation is what that would be called. We have 13 times 13 times 13 times 13. How could we write that in exponential form? Well, the base is being multiplied times itself 4 times. So this would be 13 to the 4th power. Part B, we have 0.2 being multiplied times itself 3 times. So we could rewrite this as the quantity of 0.2 to the 3rd power. Because it originates with quantities, that's what we call a set of parentheses, then your answer should have that as well. For part C, n is being multiplied times itself 6 times. So we would rewrite this as n to the power of 6. T is being multiplied times itself 5 times, so we would rewrite this as t to the 5th power. Second example, we're going to be evaluating powers with variables. So you're being asked to evaluate the expression of x to the 4th when x equals 0.5. Basically that means we're going to make a substitution. So we start off saying, okay, x to the 4th, this is what we have to do. And since x is 0.5, we're going to put in the quantity of 0.5 to the 4th power. Always use quantities when making substitutions. Okay, so then let's actually write this out. 0.5, the quantity of 0.5 raised to the 4th power means that 0.5 is being multiplied times itself 4 times. So we write that out. Okay, and we actually do the multiplication. We would get 0.0625, and that's it. Oh, oops. Sorry about that. And that's it for that. On to our next example. We're looking at using formulas. A formula describes a relationship between quantities. Some formulas involve powers. For example, you can use a formula to find the area of a square or the volume of a cube. Okay? Area is measured in square units, such as square feet or square centimeters. Volume is measured in cubic units, such as cubic feet or cubic centimeters. Okay? Each side is labeled S for a square to indicate that both sides are equal. That's how we identify a square. All sides are equal. And for a cube has 6 faces, and each 6 has to have the exact same dimensions for it to be known as a cube. So we're going to practice using these formulas. On to our last example. We have a cube here, and we want to find the volume of this cube. So we start off writing the formula for the volume of a cube. V equals S cubed, S representing the length of the side. And so since the length of the side is 20 inches, I'm going to put in 20 for my S, just make my substitution. And then I'm going to multiply 20 cubed means 20 times itself 3 times. So when I do that, I'll get 8,000. And so my answer would actually be 8,000 cubic inches, or inches cubed. Always remember to have those units. Okay? Thank you. Have a good evening.